Hi, welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be looking at the stocks we bought on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Monday was a holiday. We're going to be looking at the bread that I baked for this week, and I'm going to be selling some of my personal hobby items just to try and get some more money into my brokerage account. So starting off this week, we can see that our portfolio has gone down by about 1.5%. I believe this is mostly due to Trump's call to take over Greenland and how serious he claims to be. So having a look at my stocks. So just having a quick look at my stocks, still got $30 to invest, and I still have those $70 that I invested. The $4.26 was the free stocks that I obtained from Robinhood when I opened up my account. So let's have a look. Oh, ASML is actually holding up quite well. It's just the others that have gone down a bit. And honestly, with all the bad news that's happening, I think this is a good opportunity for me to buy into some more stocks. I'm actually just realizing now that probably Robinhood is probably something that I need to get used to. I would love to see some percentage figures here, but just having a quick look, I can see that maybe Google or Amazon, probably something like Google or Amazon may be a good one to just invest a bit more into. So what I might do is I've already bought twice into Amazon, so maybe I'll pick some Google. With the recent news that we're hearing, I really don't see any concerns with these companies. I think these companies will continue to do fine. Honestly, I wish I had a bit more money, which I do. I still have $20 left to invest, but I'm just going to see how the rest of the week pans out. If I have any cash left over from my spendings this week, I did do some grocery shopping, so that's taking some of the money out of my bank account. Yeah, if I do have any leftover money that I haven't spent yet, I will be putting it into this brokerage to see what other stocks have dropped in price a little bit and that I can reinvest into. So this week on Thursday, I actually made a few trades on Wednesday as well, so I'll go through them quickly. Just to quickly show, on Wednesday, which was the 21st, things actually improved quite a lot, even though my brokerage was still a little bit down. You kind of could say, as expected, Trump did backtrack on his threats to take over Greenland, which saw the stock market rally up a bit overall, and even leading into today, it continued to go up. So here's the question, what did I do over those last 2 days? Well, hopefully you can see that I've bought into a new company, and that new company is Netflix. And it was actually on the Wednesday that I bought into it. I saw that it was only $84 at the time. It's seen quite a big drop in price in recent weeks, at least, definitely this month. Yeah, if we zoom back a year, we can see that it reached the highs of $133 back in June of 2025. And I mean, it's dropped down quite a lot since then. And I think we can all agree that Netflix is probably the number one content provider out there, outside of something like YouTube. But if you were to compare this to Disney, Hulu, Warner Brothers, Paramount, etc., nothing comes close to Netflix, especially with them entering the live sports market as well. I've always wanted to buy into the company. I'm glad they did a stock split last year at some point. Just a small investment of $10 to start with. If it continues to trade down, I'll definitely look into buying some more. I also bought into Microsoft again. Even though on the Wednesdays most stocks were going up again, Microsoft continued to go down. I just saw it as an opportunity just to buy some more shares into this great company at a lower price. I did perform 2 buy transactions during that time, and it was a good opportunity for me to lower my average cost as well. Today, I only did a very small buy into MasterCard. And again, this one, if we look over the last year, it's a company that does really well. And I couldn't really see many reasons outside of the government's action to hold them to account. And even in the last year, I can see that it has gone down from the beginning of the month, from about 580 all the way down to 533. So I just saw it as a good opportunity just to invest into this company as well. Again, a small amount of $10, nothing too big. And so those were my trades for this week. I may buy a little bit more tomorrow just to see what has dropped in price. If we look at my stocks, it looks like ASML is holding up pretty well. I'm up nearly $1 on that. Netflix, MasterCard are holding up the rear, but with investments into stocks, you hold these for the long term. I say that even though I started this channel because I sold my stocks to buy a house, and I didn't listen to my own advice to hold them for the long term. But you know, when you have to buy a house, there's not much you can do. So overall, I've bought about $130 worth of stocks. I got the free Amazon stocks worth about $5 and something. And so if we have a quick look at our spreadsheet as well, which I'm keeping a track of how much my gains and losses are, we can see that this time we are making a gain of 85 cents, with not a big difference from last time I checked onto this, but again, it's the small progress that counts. And so for the bread of the week, I actually made hot cross buns. I know this is an Easter thing. I just love hot cross buns and I can have them at any time of the year. So I decided to make it. I'll put the recipe in the YouTube description. It's based on Mary Berry. It was really yummy. I didn't use too much sugar because I'm not somebody who has a very sweet tooth, but you can give it a try. And I also made onigiri, which isn't a bread, but I'll also share this recipe at some point and do a proper video. And again, these bakery items, the onigiri, they were fantastic lunch items for my kids. So I saved a little bit of money for the school lunches and also for the weekend outings that we had, where I took some of these bakery items out to eat instead of going out to buy lunch. So again, a tiny bit more money for me to invest with. And just something quickly to end with, I'm selling a few of my TCG hobby items. I could keep hold of them, but honestly, if I'm not going to be playing with them, I might as well sell them online and then use that money to reinvest into stocks, which would be much better use of these products. And also somebody else who actually appreciates the hobby and still plays the games will be able to get some value from it. So I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next time.